Hello everyone, blessed love. I'm Daniel here from One Love Caravan. I have here very interesting information. It's about myself. Now I will tell you a little bit about my history, because very important for people to understand where I am coming from, to understand what we are doing. And yes, here again we have this cards, and this is actually for the educational um, project. Here we have many things. We do many things. Again, we work with health, with equal rights and justice, and with education. Again, because the education is the key to all these things, like freedom and health and all these things. So again, we are from the Blue Cross, and we deal with many important aspects of life. So I will talk a little bit about myself and where I'm coming from. Again, I grew up in Switzerland, and I will reveal all, many interesting histories and occult what has been hidden until now. Again, we as Rastafari, we believe that we are in the judgment days, as all the biblical descriptions, and prophecies. It's, like you just have to read the prophecies, and then you look around what is going on, and then you will come to the proper conclusion, right? So, but this is then up to everyone, to do this work, because like Bruno Gröning, for example, said, willst du das Gute erleben, so musst du danach streben. And that means if you wanna experience the good, you have to go for it. You have to go after it. Yeah, you have to seek for it. Yeah, if you wanna experience the good, you have to seek for it. That's it. So again, I am. I grew up, let's say like that. I grew up in Switzerland. Yeah, my father came from Portugal. He was like immigrant. He was an immigrant in Switzerland. He came in the 80s to Switzerland because he had in Portugal too many problems. Also, just to people to know, my father, he had problems with drugs. So he was a drug addict, and also he was to finance his addiction. He had to sell. So he was also a drug a trafficker. Okay, so but not to make big money. No, it was to maintain his addiction, right? So I grew up there in Switzerland, mainly with my mother, because my parents, they were separated. But my father, he lived there 17 years, and we had some good contact, and until he left to Holland, to Amsterdam. Then he got also to jail there, and this was all with this drug problems, And the other side, my mother, which is from Swiss descent, her father is this individual here. Okay, so that's my grandfather, right? So this individual here, which is called Karl Niklaus, Großpapi, no. So I'm really the grandson of this individual, Karl Niklaus. Okay, this is now a page which is what's it called, chiphistory.org. Okay, chiphistory.org. Why is my grandfather on chiphistory.org? Okay, again, here saying Karl Niklaus created one of the most longest lived equipped companies in history. So I will read. So I can show you. Just look it up. I know you cannot see it, what is written here. Well, but you can just look it up. You go to Chip History. Okay, it's called chiphistory.org, right? And then you can see Karl Niklaus, 1994. 1994. Wasn't it also that in 1994 genocide in Rwanda happened, and many things happened actually at this time period. But again, Karl Niklaus, right? And it's Niklaus. Right? So my grandfather's name is Niklaus. Check it out. You know, etymology, linguistics. Where is this coming from, this name? Right. Karl Niklaus created one of the most longest lived equipment companies in history. So let's digest that first. He founded ESSEC in 1968, right? And brought it through many turns of the market. He was the first to implement software as a way to reduce mechanical components, thereby increasing equipment reliability and lowering cost of ownership. Right. So he was a pioneer of microchip construction. Like he had this company called ESSEC, and ESSEC produced microchips in Switzerland. Okay, we have in Switzerland areas I called canton. The canton called Zug. Okay, so I grew up in Cham. Cham. It's very interesting. Cham. We say Cham. Cham. In our dialect, we say Cham. Okay, my language is German. It's a Swiss dialect, right? So we have many dialects of German in Switzerland, and we call this Bauerndeutsch or Schweizerdeutsch or dialect, right? So we call it dialect, or we call it the farmer's German, or we call it the Swiss German, whatever. So Schweizerdeutsch, the Zugerdeutsch, what would we speak? So we would say our city, my city where I grew up, it's called Cham, right? Cham, like Cham, okay? Very interesting. So, by the way, it's where Nestle was founded. I will speak about that, Nestle, later on, because I will explain everything step by step that people can understand. Without inner and understanding, it's not possible to make a progress, right? So again, Karl Niklaus is saying here, Karl Niklaus. It's written in German in the Wikipedia in the Wikipedia page. So you can go to the Wikipedia page, in the German Wikipedia page, and Karl Niklaus, it's everything there, you know. I will not read this because I know it actually better, you know. I grew up there, and I know very well, okay, what is going on. It's saying here, European Semiconductor Equipment Center, ESSEC. Okay, this is ESSEC was his company, and this is meaning ESSEC is meaning European Semiconductor Equipment Center, right? So just that everyone understands this technology, the digital technology, the microchip technology. Okay, it's coming originally. Actually, it's originally coming from Ethiopia, right? That's where the Table Mountain Plateau, you know, where the humanity is coming from, where the computer is coming from, right? Because the word computer and all this, where is this coming from? Again, it's written in the Bible, for example, right? So isn't it that the whole computer, right, is just a copy of ourselves? Yeah, it's again the processor, the brain, you know, all these things, you know, the camera, the eyes, and this is all the whole of the technology, right? It's just a copy of nature. That's what it is. So again, we deal with science and we deal with humanity. Okay. The people there in Switzerland, like my grandfather, unfortunately, yes, they don't deal with no humanity. They deal with money, right? So I can tell you that growing up in Switzerland, it's very dangerous, right? So I can tell everyone that growing up in Switzerland, it's very dangerous because Switzerland is based on the devil's plan, okay, to digitalize the whole world. Again, this was my grandfather's dream, to robotize everything. So you have no humans doing no physical work anymore. You just have robots doing everything. That was his dream. It's very dangerous again. So just that you guys understand that this technology, right? So it's coming from originally, from nature, right? But people in Japan, right? Japan, they invented this whole microchip technology, which is all this digital technology, right? It's all based on the microchip, and this coming from Japan, right? So my grandfather, actually, he is not no engineer, he is not no scientist at all. So my grandfather, actually, if you would talk with him, he's not like me, not at all. If you talk with him, you would see he doesn't really know. He doesn't really know about science, okay? He knows about the what they teach you in the school, what they teach you in the university. Yeah? But this is Babylon, who brainwashed you. It's not had nothing to do with science, real science, right? So as we study the real science, which is also spirituality, yeah? Because again, these people there in Switzerland, there is no God, there is no spirit, there's only the material, right? So again, instead you understand, these people there, they only see money, okay? So you grew up in Switzerland, whole teaching is money, making money, okay? They show you in school. I grew up there, and I was good in school, actually, but I was a rebel against the system, so I could understand very well what they want to teach me, but I was against it because morally I could not support this. Okay, they would show us Hollywood movies like from Bowling for Columbine, from this Michael Moore guy, and they would show us Kids, a movie called Kids. Okay, Kids, right? They would show us these movies, Hollywood movies, at school, primary school, secondary school in Switzerland, yes, and it's really to program you, okay, to make you this, to form you, just to be a slave for the system. That's what Switzerland is all about, okay? Switzerland is the home of the devil. Again, I will explain you that. So this kind of people, no humanity. They deal with money, okay? And again, the money, what is that then? It's value, right? So is there a real value coming out of Switzerland? No. Again, Switzerland has no resources. Nothing, not a single one, right? So on the Wikipedia page, it is saying that my grandfather is saying here, schon 1996, so it means 1996, Karl Niklaus bought the Mehrheitsbeteiligung. It means he bought the most part of what? Of a company it called Rollig AG. Rollig AG, and this is it's a Forschungsunternehmen, so it's investigation. It's a scientific organization, supposedly, and this comes out. It says it comes out the Flüssig-Kristallanzeigen-Geschäft. It comes out of the liquid crystal business, whatever, from Hoffmann La Roche. Okay, so Hoffmann La Roche, right? So my grandfather now, in Basel, it's called in French Bâle, right? So, and there is also the Bank for International Zahlungsausgleich. Again, wow, pharma industry, internet, founded by the Knights Templars, a whole bunch of rituals, satanic rituals going on all the time. Switzerland is a serious thing, you know, and it's doomed. Yeah, it's doomed. Again, the people have to understand the history. So, just to get us a quick introduction, okay, where I am coming from, to understand what I am doing, because you have now nothing to lose, eh? And again, these people, I know, like all my family there in Switzerland, they have a lot of Swiss francs, and euros and this kind of stuff. But they have actually nothing of real value, I can tell you, because the people there are sick, yeah, sick in the head, and then it manifests in the body. And then they have to pay thousands and thousands of thousands of thousands of thousands of euros and dollars and francs, which actually have no real worth. They pay to the pharma industry, to the doctors, to make this cancer therapy and all these things. So his third wife, my grandfather's third wife, she died quickly with cancer, you know, and no single doctor could not help, you know, with all these millions. So what are going on? So we know what's really about health. We know what life is really about. So, okay, get it straight, right? So because many years, I want to explain to my family as well, and to people in Switzerland, in Europe, and I want to explain that this has no future at all, and we have to look to Africa, and we have to invest now for the Africans, you know, because it's the Africans who gonna save the people here in so-called Europe. It's only North Africa. It's only the. I will explain you this later. So thank you very much for watching. Okay, this is Daniel, One Love Caravan. Education is the key. Okay, and don't let them fool you. Not even try to school you. You know. Listen to Rastafari, you know, and I can tell you, okay, we have the homeschool program from the honorable priest Isaac, you know, which is children of the sun. Okay, this is the priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge, which is the best homeschool program at the moment in the world, you know, and the honorable priest Isaac is a great example, you know, and he's a Bobo Ashanti priest, yeah, and it's very important, you know. So I can encourage everyone to get this homeschool program, yeah. Even if you don't have no children, it's for everyone, because education, again, the key to freedom, to liberty and health, and yes, the kingdom of God. Thank you so much, and see you soon with more history about Switzerland and about economics. Yes, bless.